So just stick with it for a little bit longer. So let's come into our sumo squat. This is again for the neck and shoulders. So I have my swing a little bit low, but it's okay. You can bring the swing up or bring the swing down. Sumo squat, 10 and 2 with the feet. Perfect. New mats with the mandala will be easier to find our positions, right? Kind of exciting. Let's go ahead and come through our chillaxin pose. So no more floating Buddha. Chillaxin is with the leg loops at the knees. Karate chop those puppies up there. Get them behind the knees any way you can. And then we're going to immediately hold on to the leg loops. Keep holding on to the leg loops. Reach towards your knees, please. Hold on to the leg loops as high as you can. And then pull yourself up to stand, right? So bicep curl, squeeze the legs together. Yes, like high diver, we did this yesterday. So in our high diver position, you have to kind of negotiate and get the sweet spot. There is a spot that feels better than the others. Very good. And then we just let the swing be behind the back of the heart for now, a little bit higher than normal. I like to use my chillaxin arms and walk my feet forward. And I'm going to give it just a little bit of a stretch here. Not too much, just a little bit, right? Feels kind of nice. And then I'm going to reach up and hold on to my swing and get it on the neck. So I get the swing right behind the cervical spine. I like my swing a little higher, so let me go ahead and change this up. Let's see if I can do it from here. I get a better stretch if the swing is up higher. So that one worked. So we can get this one. So I do find that if somebody has earrings on or jewelry, you might want to ask them to take it off. It's just a personal preference, but again, you don't want to have anything upset in the relaxation. Yeah, this is our restorative, and you don't want to lose your favorite grandma's earrings or something. Okay, so I like to hold on to the swing. It's like above my head is the distance, not like super high up, but just like above my head. And from this position, the first thing I do is I tilt. So I'm going to look up towards the sky, and then I'm going to tuck my chin into my chest. The feet forward is super important because you really want to be right underneath your plumb line. Okay, your feet are touching for support for this one. You can bend your knees a little bit, but I like to stay as engaged as possible. So tuck into the chest, see what it's like to bend your knees, and see what it's like to straighten the legs. And just as long as the lower back is happy, find your favorite variation. And then I'm going to pull and lift my chin towards the sky. Okay, so tuck in, exhale, just hang out here. See the little bit of tractioning? Does that feel good? Mm-hmm. And then we're going to lift. So when I lift, I pull a little bit, just a tiny little bit of tractioning. If there's any pain, you immediately just back off. Okay, great. Then the next one I like to do is my feet are hip distance. Everybody's good. I like to sway a little bit from side to side. Okay, so in this position, I'm just rocking, and I'm looking over my right shoulder, and then I'm looking over my left shoulder as I sway from side to side. Really easy. My hands are still holding on for support. It's really helping to regulate how much weight I have in the neck. So my chin is neutral. It's not up, it's not down. I just like it to be level, whatever that means for you. Okay? We sway from side to side, we get into the scalenes, maybe pause at the edges and the ends. All right, cool. The next one, last pose we're going to do for the neck and shoulders here, is I'm going to tilt. So I'm going to bring my right ear to my right shoulder, and then my left hand is going to pull diagonally away. So I'm leaning into the swing, I'm leaning to the right, and then I'm pulling towards the left. Come back to neutral, left ear to left shoulder, and then I pulling the swing away on the diagonal with my right hand. So you're kind of doing your own self-massage and tractioning. And just find the sweet spot. Where does it feel good for you? Everybody's a little bit different, but this is getting deep into the scalenes, the sides of the neck. So let's do right ear, right shoulder, pulling left hand strongly away on a diagonal. And play with it. What position feels like it's the best stretch? And then we're going to go over these one more time. Left ear, left shoulder. Pull. Sometimes it's good to nod Right, so left ear, left shoulder, then I'm just going to nod as I pull my right hand away. There you go. This is also a really great place if you're working one-on-one with somebody to come over and help them. So I would do some hands-on pulling the head in the opposite direction, kind of like pulling the shoulder away, helping to pull the swing, whatever intuitively feels good. Right? It's just endless what we can do. Let's start with the first one. So center, chin neutral, and then I'm going to inhale, lift my chin. I start to pull the swing away. Exhale, tuck my chin in, my hands relax. So hands a little bit higher, Selena, a little bit above the head I like. Okay? Inhale, lift and pull. Exhale, tuck in. All right, nice. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. Everybody enjoying this? Nice way to end. Exhale, tuck in. Beautiful. Next time we bring the chin to neutral, we're going to just sway from side to side. Bring your feet a little bit wider, and you'll notice that you can make it a little bit bigger. Right? Push into your toes, keep your legs engaged, and then just let the swing sway from side to side. So we're not going to do very much. We're just going to let the momentum do the stretching for us. Stay holding on. It's a gentle grip, but you're really just there to support the neck just in case. I feel like it's too much without the hands holding on. Some people might like it, but just for safety. We're going to protect the little delicate area of the cervical spine while we're doing this. Now everybody try and drop your hips. Come back to center, just drop your hips a little bit and notice that that is a deeper stretch, but I only do that with people that I've been working with for a while, right? Because it can be a little bit too intense. Okay, press the toes back down, straighten the legs. Last one, right ear, right shoulder, pull the left hand away. Back to center, left ear, left shoulder, right hand away. Chin is in a neutral position as much as possible. Not up, not down. Just find neutral. Beautiful. Get to the edges of that. Where does it feel like it's just right? You know, and play with it. Undulate back and forth a few times. See what feels good too. Beautiful. I encourage you guys to walk your feet to center. Come on up. I encourage you guys to come right into cocoon from here if you want to rest before taking a break. What I do is I get into the taco, so the center of the swing. So there's an inside and outside. Make sure you get into the inside of the swing. Get into the taco. Make sure it's not twisted. Stretch it out. Once you get your butt in there and it slides to the knees, then the leg loops can extend. Let the leg loops extend to the knees after you get in. That's it. Once the leg loops extend to the knees, you lean back and make sure you have enough fabric underneath your head. Once you're there, the leg loops can extend from the knees all the way to the feet. Cover the heels so that they're locked in. So they'll stay on both sides. This is how we can come into our extended cocoon from our training wheels, which is a really nice way to end. Maybe we'll try ending our workshop like that if I remember.
So the training was around the neck position.
With the leg loops high.
With the leg loops high. Okay.
Yeah. And that's a really nice way to help in a restorative fashion. Obviously, X Factor is much more advanced, right, to get in and out of, but anybody can do training wheels. So that's why we start out with some real beginner basic stuff, and then we also show you how to do some more advanced versions. I think the therapeutic on the neck and shoulders and X Factor is obviously more intense, but it's also more beneficial, where training wheels is a little bit more mellow. Still a good stretch, just very mild. Okay, close your eyes, release any bits of tension. Maybe you need to wiggle around. I like to either keep my hands on my lap, give myself a hug, and wrap my arms over my chest, or extend the arms overhead to come into our relaxation. Wherever you are, stay here and drop in, be happy. If you need to get up and get some foodies, water, whatever you need to take care of yourself on break,